Good evening, everybody, and welcome to episode 107 of the 72 review. We've been going for some time, and it's great to be back. It's the first one of the 2025-26 season, and it's a new sort of format for the 25-26 season. It's one a month because I'm an expecting father, so it's going to get very busy after the new year. So what I didn't want to do is commit to doing every week and then end up letting you guys down. So we've just kind of made it a little bit tighter. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, hopefully this format works and you guys still enjoy it. We will see, and maybe when the kind of routine settles in, we will go back to weekly shows. We will see. Like Jake says, we will play it by ear. But good evening, everybody. This is the August review for the Championship League One and League Two. We're going to go through from bottom to top and just kind of pick out any major talking points throughout August. I'm going to talk about Doncaster Rovers. Ian's going to talk about Rotherham, and Jake's going to talk about Sheffield Wednesday. Maybe, we will see. But for anybody new to the channel, get your comments in. It does drive conversation as always, and we do appreciate the interaction. But we'll go around the screen, let people introduce themselves, let you know who they are, what they do, and why they do it. And we'll start next to me with Ian.
Hello, I'm Ian. I'm a 63-year-old, long-suffering Rotherham fan, season ticket holder, but when the Millers are away, I'm all over the country vlogging for my YouTube channel.
And it is linked in the description down below. And then at the bottom there, we've got Jake. Introduce yourself, mate. Let people know who you are, what you do, and why you do it.
I'm a long-suffering Sheffield Wednesday fan. I don't know why I keep doing it at this point. It's getting really old. I keep repeating the same video. The man's an idiot. But I do daily videos on Wednesday. I also help co-host a podcast called Talking Wednesday Podcast and just talk about everything Wednesday and try and keep my sanity. But I would probably not do the club videos if I wanted to do that.
Well, I think we've said it a lot doing these shows that these I've missed these over the summer, just kind of chatting to you guys. We've created this friendship through content creation and just chatting about our clubs, all local teams, so rivals on the pitch, but certainly friends off it. And I think talking about it does help. I mean, it doesn't really change the situation in your circumstances with Sheffield Wednesday, but I think sometimes just having that whinge and having people around you as a sounding board. We've all been through it, Donny, with the Richardson era. I think Rotherham were close at one point to going out of existence as well. I remember Rotherham fans standing with Donny fans at our time of need, and I think the football community does come together. And I just hope for your sakes and the community around Hillsborough that Chansiri packs his bags and does the right thing, because it's not getting any better at the minute, is it? And it's
just a mess. But I do need to do one thing because it's been a while. So just give me a minute. We're back.
The klaxon's here. We will get on to Wednesday in a little bit more detail. As I said,
I don't mind missing it. It's fine.
As I said, get your comments in. If you are a League Two fan, we're starting in League Two. At the bottom of the table, any surprises here, gents? I know we say that the table settles down around 10 games, but 6 games in, any surprise packages in that bottom 5 or 6?
Not really.
I thought Oldham might have started a little bit better. Still winless, but they're competitive. I just thought they might have started a little bit better than they have. But having said that, like I say, it's only 6 games in. There's no need to panic for any team just yet. But
I will say something, though. You look at Shrewsbury and Cheltenham, -10 already. That ain't a good sign.
No.
That's right, yeah. I mean, they were 2 sides that I thought would struggle anyway, and I think we tip them to struggle.
Yeah, I think you did.
I think we did, yeah. Accrington as well and Newport were in and around it. So early signs are saying that his predictions aren't a million miles away, but there's still 40 games of the season, isn't there? It's
Yeah. Oh, no need for any team to panic just yet. But
I'll remind you of that when we talk about Rotherham in a bit.
The -10 for Shrewsbury and Cheltenham are seriously worrying.
See, that does surprise me with Shrewsbury, because Tom Anderson's gone there. I think he's a decent League Two defender. He knows the level. Maybe pace is an impact for him now.
Well, you got to remember, Shrewsbury came down in a situation where it was really weird. They had a manager already lined up and ready to planning for next season.
Yeah,
and they had to rip it all up again. So I'm just wondering if the fact that they'd had to rip it all up and, in theory, start afresh.
Yeah,
I wonder if that just knackers the preparation.
Also,
possibly. Yeah.
I think it's very difficult to recruit when you've just gone down a division.
Yeah.
I think it is definitely a problem.
Yeah, it is, because like you say, it's a team that's probably going in the wrong direction. As a player, there's that potential that you could bounce straight back and then you've got a promotion on your CV. But League One to League Two, you do see one or two teams always struggling to acclimatise when they go down. I mean, Donny, prime example, when we went down to League Two, we felt that we'd be competitive, and I think we finished 18th the first season back in League Two. Yeah. So it's not easy to go down and settle, because it is a different style of football, isn't it, at League Two level.
It's what I like. I love the League Two, actually, because it's a real proper muck and bullets league.
I think for me, League Two just epitomizes English football in the sense that it's Route One, and that's how you're going to get it.
Yeah.
And I think the problem is, once you get from League Two to League One, you start getting that kind of pet ball that we see a lot more of. But League Two, you still got that opportunity to do it, because you've got teams that will come up from non-league. That's sort of how they will play.
Yeah.
And I think I find League Two can be a lot more of a fun watch, because it's more competitive. The tackles go in a lot more, and get proper games of football where you go up, you start going up a level, and the more levels you go up, the more you can't tackle, the more you can't actually play a physical game. And the English game is a physical game.
Yeah.
And the thing is, what annoys me, we brought in this style of football where if you just go, it's a free kick.
Yeah.
Where back in the day, a shoulder bar was a shoulder bar. They went into the advertising board and they got straight back up again, and they tried to crop you afterwards.
Yeah.
You don't get that anymore the further up. You get that in League Two, though.
Yeah.
I think the higher up the pyramid you get more of the chessboard kind of style of play.
Yeah.
If you see what I mean. Especially in the Premier League. And I think the Premier League, in large parts, is boring, because you get it's too tactics based. It's too,
Yeah, like you say,
it's only boring because you've got to wait for a VAR decision when it's a foul and it's not a foul.
Yeah.
I think they just make that up a minute, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, look at Fulham yesterday. They were
the blind leaving the blind for VAR at the minute.
Yeah. Nathan's coming into League Two is mainly who has a ref on their side. So often that kind of applies as you go up the table as well, and up the leagues. Sometimes they do sway one way or the other, don't they?
We've spent, me and Jake have spent a lot of our supporting recent lives in the Championship, and the standard of the refereeing in the Championship is no better than it is in League Two.
The thing is, I've got a mate who's a ref, and actually, congrats to him, because it was 2 weeks ago he got the call to go be fourth official at Harrogate game. So he's moving up the table in the refereeing world. But the thing is, refereeing is a hard job, and we can all say, "Oh, you should have seen that." But when you're in it, it must be so daunting and difficult to just try and make that decision.
The game looks so much different as well from pitch level.
Yeah.
You get to see so much more from kind of an elevated position and seeing kind of movements and patterns of play and kind of
I have a theory that part of a academy player's tutelage in their academies, they should have 6 months learning how to be a referee and seeing how it is. Because maybe then they'll respect the referee a little bit more if they've got some of the abuse themselves.
Yeah,
I mean, I did say a lot about League Two being muck and bullets league, but there's a lot of good football played in it as well.
Yeah, there is.
I mean, few weeks ago, I saw Salford win 2-1 at Notts County, and they played some beautiful football on the deck.
Yeah.
One touch, and it can be played. But I think if a team sets the stall out to stop that kind of free-flowing football, it's quite easy for them to do it.
Yeah.
Hang on, just an announcement.
Something positive about Salford from Ian.
Yeah.
A new season.
New season, new Ian.
Credit where credit's due. They played some good stuff that day. But
Next season, he'll say that he likes Stogden. Sam's coming. Accrington and Newport have been hanging on for years. Only a matter of time for one of them. Yeah, I think so.
I feel like it could be Accrington this year.
Yeah. Nathan saying ref should be microphoned up to explain some decisions.
I really wish they would, because it works well in rugby.
It is starting to creep in, isn't it? They're explaining the VAR decisions and stuff. So I think
I'll put it this way: knock the half-time interview with the players and just mic up all the refs.
Yeah, that'd be a lot better.
I mean, they did it at Chelsea Fulham yesterday, and he still got it wrong, even though he explained himself.
Yeah, tough.
I'll be honest with you, I just want to go back to COVID time where there was no one in and you just could hear them just yelling at police 24/7 because it was hilarious.
Yeah, they're pretty much mic'd up then anyway, weren't they?
Yeah.
Looking towards the middle of the table, we've got the Talking Gas podcast in the chat. Welcome.
Hey, boys.
Evening, lads. Back-to-back wins and 3 clean sheets in a row. Things are looking up the gas.
I saw Bristol Rovers at Chesterfield recently, and although they lost 3-1, I didn't think they were half bad, really. I didn't think they played badly at all, and they've got to stick with Darrell Clark.
Yeah, got him.
They're starting to pick up a little bit now.
Yeah,
I think the thing you got with them, they're that team that are in between. They can sometimes be too good for League Two and all right and competitive at League One. They just haven't got that bit to go a little bit more.
Yeah.
One thing they have got, though, they've got that fan base behind them. It's a brilliant fan base at Bristol Rovers.
Yeah. It's the first time we've kept 3 clean sheets in a row in 3 years and 6 months. So, like you say, they're turning a corner, and it seems to be going in the right direction now, or starting to. And they were the first team to beat Grimsby as well. I mean, Man United tried and failed. That was fantastic to watch.
Did you see the goal? Did you see Bristol Rovers' goal? It was a screamer.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, who's doing the Man United fans? I'm not gonna cut my hair until such and such. Cause they ain't.
Tell you what, I like him.
He's funny.
He keeps on popping up on my newsfeed, and his hair's just getting bigger and bigger. The United strand, I think, is fantastic. He's not cutting his hair until they win 5 games in a row. He's never cutting his hair, is he? He's
gonna have to donate that hair to charity at the end of it.
Yeah. Remember Carlos Valderrama, that Colombian?
Yeah. Credit to him, because he's said that he's doing it and he's proper stuck to it, and he's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I'd have had it off by now. Sam Davis, good point here. Harrogate plodding along with a £3.50 budget as always. Shows it's not all about the money. Yeah, they've started well. A very
I've got a lot of respect for Harrogate. I've got a lot of respect for Harrogate.
I think Harrogate are a team that know what they are, so they just go about it the way it is.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll be happy with that. 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 defeats in the first 6. Not conceded many, not scored many, but 8 points from your opening 6 games. I think
mid-table form.
Yeah, it's stable, isn't it?
Barnet are looking quite good as well coming up.
Yeah, they've not done bad.
I'd say Colchester are my surprise at the minute. I thought they'd be higher.
Oh, let's not. You've got history.
I am not getting into it because I've been through Colchester. So there's 40 games left. I'm sure
you've got enough stress this year. You don't need any more.
Yeah. Moving up towards the top of the table, Cambridge not doing too bad in 10th. Fleetwood in 9th. Grimsby just dropped out of the playoffs, but it's very close, isn't it? Like we say, 10 games in, it'll start to settle down a little bit more.
NK Don's recruitment is just ridiculous. By the way, NK Don's recruitment this summer is just mental.
Yeah,
they've got a championship quality squad.
Yeah,
they keep getting players from Derby, don't they? I mean,
Yep.
in the latest one, Kane, is it Kane Wilson, the right back?
Permanent as well.
They've got Mendes, Lang. They've got on paper. They've got the strongest squad in the division. But football's not played on paper. But they'll go up. I still think they'll be champions. I honestly do. Sorry, Jonathan, by the way, but I still do.
Ooh,
I mean, it's
fighting words in the
it's
chat.
how they react. It's how they react to their first defeat yesterday.
Sam said MK Don's massively underperforming, but Paul Warren's an awful manager. I think you'll disagree with that, Ian. I think.
I totally disagree. Absolutely. I mean, all I can say is look at Warney's CV.
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah. I liked Warney as a manager. He was one of them where you knew that you'd come up against a fit team that would pretty much leave everything on the pitch, and I think it'll get
they were always competitive. A Paul Warden team will always give 110%.
Yeah,
that's right. I mean, I don't think he did a bad job at Derby, but I think the job was too big for him a little bit.
Yeah,
because the Derby are a massive football club. But having said that, I mean, he still got him promoted, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Sue says nothing wrong with ex-Derby players. There isn't, especially at League Two level. But it's nice to see Chesterfield up there as well. We were talking before we came on the show. If things kind of stayed as they are now, you've got Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield United potentially in League One next season. Chesterfield on the way up, possibly Grimsby as well. League One could be very tasty next season if it's shaping up how we would like it to.
Also, well done, Google. You finally give Bromley the badge.
Yeah. Let's see if Sheffield Wednesday have still got their old badge.
Hey, can you go down? Can you go down, Dan? Because
you having a look at
Cambridge. Cambridge United still got their old logo. They've changed it. Yeah.
To be fair, if Google still have our old badge, it's nothing bad as what's on the Megastore because the old badge is still on that. So,
yeah.
Anything else on League Two from any of you guys?
Gillingham. I mean, Gareth Ainsworth doing Gareth Ainsworth things.
Yeah.
I think 1-0 to the Gillingham is going to be a sort of rallying call this season because that's what they're doing.
He's doing his dark art magic again that he did with Wickham for so many years, isn't he?
Yeah, that's right. They've got to be honest with you, I mean, they've got a great manager for a League Two club of Gillingham. They're never going to win any game 4 or 5-0, or they'll very few, but they'll just get the 1-0s, enough of the 1-0s to succeed.
Yeah.
The game I'm looking forward to is Swindon versus Gillingham. The managers in that are just going to be
Yeah, that'll be feisty on the touchline. You've already mentioned them, Jake. Bromley starting well. I think it's honourable mention as well that Gillingham and Bromley are the only two teams without a defeat in League Two at the moment. So
I think Bromley going to be. I got them down to being this season's Notts County, where they may either just get it, or miss out because of not being able to clinch it. Because they've shown they can do it in the EFL league setting. They have shown they are more than capable of putting a fight up and putting a performance and playing well. And
it's continuity, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big step up from non-league to then full EFL league.
Yeah.
And the fact that last season they were very competitive.
Yeah.
So it's just it's another step now. Where can we go next?
Yeah. They've taken to it like a duck to water, haven't they?
Aye.
It's nice to see. League One. I will let you start with Rotherham. Not the greatest of starts. I think yesterday, had you had a striker who could find the back of the net, I think you'd have taken something from that game.
I've been very disappointed with the last two games. We lost at Barnsley in the Carabao. We can't put two consistent 45 minutes together at the moment. Sam Nombe getting injured in the second game has hurt us badly because we have not got a right lot of striking options. Matt Amshaw wants to play this 3-5-2 system, And that's what he believes in with wing backs. We've got the wing backs, but we just haven't got the centre backs. We've got Reece James, who's about 5'3", trying to play centre half, and that's how Donny's goal came yesterday.
Yeah,
because Maxwell, when he crossed the ball, he looked, who's the little guy marking? And it was Bailey, and he easily outjumped him. And Bailey's not the tallest anyway, but he still easily outjumped.
I won't lie. One of my Donny mates turned around and said, "Was James like someone who won a raffle, like for Rotherham to play a game or something?"
The thing is, James is he's a left back.
He's a left
not
back.
A centre.
Nah.
He's not a centre back. But they're asking. We at Donny yesterday, we'd got one centre half, which was Zach Jules. We've got Joe Rafferty, who's a right back, trying to play centre half. And we've got Reece James, who's a left back, trying to play centre half. That's just the position we're in because of the injury situation.
Yeah.
I'm getting the feeling you need a centre half in the transfer window.
Bingo. we have signed one on loan. We have signed one on loan, but he's very raw, very inexperienced. But I mean, hey, we're in that situation. We've got to grab what we can.
I think I'd take raw, inexperienced player whose position is his natural position over a square peg in a round hole. I think
I'll take any player.
But I mean, the midfield is getting overrun far too easily. They keep insisting on playing Joe Powell and Joe Powell taking every set piece badly. At the moment, there doesn't seem to be a plan B. It's not the worst start that we could have had because remember, we've only played 5 games and the majority have played 6.
Yeah.
So it's not the worst, but 3 defeats out of the first 5 games is worrying.
They've all come away from home, though, haven't they?
Yeah, they've all come away from home, but we haven't even scored an away goal yet.
Yeah.
So that's worrying in itself, but we've only conceded 18-5. So defensively, we're not that bad, if you know what I mean.
I mean,
but going forward,
the scoreline could have had a little bit more gloss to it. We at the crossbar, we at the post. So it could have looked worse than what it was, but it was a really funny game. I think I put it on Twitter, retweeted somebody. I forget who it was, but you guys came at us the first 10, 15, 20 minutes, absolutely peppered us with everything you had, kitchen sink job lot. But just that final third was lacking. And then we got foothold in game until maybe
I think we had a bit of a go in the last 10 minutes as well. I mean, the chance that Ajayi missed, but that was just because we were pouring forward. Yeah.
And I think on another day, maybe if it were at your place rather than ours.
You're on about Patrick Jackson.
Different result, maybe.
Dapper. Funny game. That's one of the second best early doors. They took control. Deservedly got on top and got in front. Could have then got out of sight. They could have had got something. Result, that's all mattered, though. We got it done. Well done.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I mean, I would say Rovers were marginally the better team. But it's a game where if we'd have scored first, who knows what would have happened.
Yeah. It reminds me kind of the Huddersfield game that I went to. We were on top for large parts of the first half. If we'd have got that goal, it could have been a different result, and we ended up coming out 2-0 with a 2-0 defeat. And it's fine margins, isn't it?
I mean, I wasn't at the game because I couldn't make it. And I said, and I tweeted, as soon as we went to goal down, I said, game over. Because we just cannot score. Yeah.
You'll have seen on X over last week, Mark's come in and said that Donny got the bragging rights. I'll pop Sam's on. He's very happy that we got the win. But Nathan said it's okay, Rotherham don't see us as rivals. What's your thoughts on this, Ian? I mean, at the start of my vlog, I said I feel we are rivals to a certain extent because it's a local
rivals because we are geographic rivals, but we don't have the outright hatred towards Doncaster that they do to us, and we've never been able to.
See, this is the thing. Donny got the hatred that Rotherham fans have got to Wednesday. We literally don't see Rotherham as a rival.
Yeah, I was just about to say that because the majority of Millers fans absolutely hate Wednesday with a passion.
Yeah.
But I know where they're coming from because the amount of fans that go to Hillsborough every Saturday that live and work in Rotherham.
Rotherham, yeah.
Yeah, and that's where that comes from. But the Donny Rotherham hatred and the vitriol, I just can't understand it because I live in Maltby, and there is a large contingent of Rovers fans in Maltby.
Yeah.
Because Maltby's sort of like equidistant, isn't it, between Rotherham and Donny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Probably nearer Rotherham, but
yeah, I'd see us as kind of similar sized clubs, and
We are.
I know we've spent periods of our history in non-league. You guys have spent more time in kind of the Championship over recent history.
If you're looking at sort of like club records, I think we probably, and I'm not saying this is a detriment to Rovers, we've been marginally more successful over the years than Rovers have.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
only marginally because we've both spent time in the Championship, so it's only marginal.
I think you've both had the thing where you've had really good periods in the high-end Championship and been in and around it. The problem that you've both always had is similar to Wednesday. You've had ownership that have just decided to gut you for no reason or not let certain people manage to do stuff. The problem Rotherham had for the longest time, you were the yo-yo club. You were the Norwich at League One. You would go from League One to Championship to League One.
Yeah.
Donny always had it where they could have a couple of seasons in the Championship, but then the squad would get decimated because all the good players would go. So Billy Sharp would leave, Whiteman would leave. You'd have all these players leave, and then you would have to try and find the next lot. And the problem is, Donny's always had the issue of no disrespect to Donny, and I'm from Donny. It's very hard to sell Doncaster to a player.
Best place on earth, mate.
It is. I mean, the thing is, I mean, most Yorkshire clubs could sort of level.
You ain't from Bowlby. Try that again.
Not the big one. I mean, look at where Peterborough are. Peterborough, the bottom of the table, they've had a god-awful start.
Oh, God, yeah.
What Peterborough have been good at is getting players out of non-league and selling them on for...
They've not done that this year, have they?
But it's just seemed to have come to an end. They're not finding these gems anymore.
No. I mean, them Port Vale, Wickham, yet to get victory.
I'm surprised by Port Vale.
I'm very surprised about Wickham, though.
I think we had Port Vale kind of low to mid-table, didn't we? And we had Wickham kind of up towards the top. Peterborough we had kind of in the middle somewhere. But yeah, three teams that were looking at that. Real disappointed with that start.
Plymouth looked Wales away.
Yeah.
I
mean, Plymouth fans moaning at the board after spending 1.2 million in one transfer is an interesting thing. Shows the levels of the league when we're on nominal fees or frees and better business and arrogant with prime example.
Did you see the?
It's about recruitment and getting the right players who are going to fight for each other and fight for the club.
Well, did you see the interview they were going to do with Tom Cleverley with their in-house lot, and he just walked off because things weren't set up right, and he just like, "Nah, sod this, I'm gone."
Yeah, that's not good.
I mean, 13 goals conceded in 6 games is really worrying for Argyle.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not just losing games; they're getting battered.
They could quite easily get back-to-back promotion relegations at this rate.
Yeah.
Well, it's possible because the thing is, once a losing mentality takes hold of a club, we know that at the moment we're over them. For the last 3 seasons, we've had a losing mentality. I mean, last season we finished mid-table, more so than we recovered from about mid-March to the end of the season. But we were in a relegation battle last season for a large part of it. And I can only see the same happening this time, unfortunately. But I think I'm not of the get rid of Amshaw school. I think he needs time and he needs 2 or 3 windows to get his ideas across.
Yeah.
Can we give Johnny Jackson?
There's a long old time to go.
Yeah.
Can we give Johnny Jackson so much credit for what he's doing at Wimbledon?
Oh yeah,
that's incredible. That is such a good little start they've had.
Yeah.
To be there already.
Yeah,
The
'cause
thing is,
I think everybody tipped them to be bottom because they've lost a number of key players.
Yes.
They weren't prolific in League Two. They were defensively
No,
solid
no.
and robust, but
and that's
there were
what
question marks on whether the
they've only
league would be too
conceded.
much.
They've only conceded a goal a game, even now in the higher league,
Yeah.
which is pretty decent.
Yeah, it's very good. I'm surprised at
He's doing a
Blackpool as
good
well.
job. Yeah.
I'm not. They didn't look great last season, and what they brought in should be doing better. I have a funny feeling Blackpool more manager situation, but the problem is it's like, who do you get to go in there next?
Yeah.
It's
I
a
don't know.
difficult one to go in and it's kind of settle, because we're starting to get into the point where there's a lot of clubs who are now starting to go away from the Steve Bruces, the Neil Warnocks, the Sam Allardyce.
You mean the journeyman managers, really?
Yeah, pretty much. You're starting to see people go away from that now and starting to have younger. So look at what Lee Grant's doing at Huddersfield. He's absolutely fantastic. He's playing a level of football that's nice to watch. They are compact. They are expansive. They know all their positions. They know once one goes into position, once they're in attack, as soon as they lost the ball, they're into a defensive position instead. They are really well drilled, and you see that, and you see where he come from in terms of his manager background. In terms of, he's been at Man United, he's now been around Ipswich with McKenna. Wow, why could I not remember that name? That was dumb. Been around McKenna, and then you've got the situation where that is a really good school of thought to come from. And the thing is, what everyone forget is, yes, he was a goalkeeper for all his career. At Ipswich Town, he was a striking coach.
I didn't know that.
He was the striking coach at Ipswich Town. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He was
Every
the
day's
striking.
school day in, isn't it?
He was the striking coach at Ipswich. So the fact that he'd been given the opportunity to go be a head coach, and I think Huddersfield Town is the perfect place because they are very good at giving young coaches a try. You only have to look at Duff. You only have to look at Wagner. They are very good at that. But then you look where Stockport have come this year, looking really well as well. Where you've got someone who's been in there for a long time, and they're just letting him build what he builds.
Ian, you mentioned Wimbledon, defensively robust and only conceding 6. Nathan reminded me, shame they couldn't see it out versus Bradford. 3 of those goals were conceded yesterday. So they've actually conceded 3 goals in 5 games, which is incredible for the step up. And Nathan's also surprised that Bolton was expecting something more from them with Teddy Sharman going.
6 games. Any team in that league now could go on a 5-match winning run, be top of the league, and nobody had really expected it.
Yeah.
You got to remember, Bolton, 5 games in, and they've won 1, drawn. They've not lost them.
Yeah.
No.
So,
One team
5 games unbeaten at the minute.
One team I want to give credit to is Lincoln City, because they've always been a tough nut to crack in this division. They know what League One's all about.
Sue's coming with Lincoln. 1 red, 8 yellows. Ref lost the game. Thought I was going to get a red card at one point. Get all our cards out at the start of the season. Dishing out cards at fans. But no, carry on. Lincoln City.
Really, really hard to beat, especially at Sincilbank. Skubala knows this division inside out now. They've been top end for the last couple of seasons. They only just missed out on the playoffs the season before on the last day. I think they could well be playoff challengers this time around.
Yeah,
Nathan, we had this conversation at the start of before we came live. We can't think who that
Lincoln apparently, allegedly, turned down 1 million for Rob Street. I can understand why. Very good striker. I think Lincoln are playing him in the wrong position at the minute. It's frustrating to see him being played kind of out wide or in the midfield.
They've got Draper scoring goals. Who's a decent striker.
We were questioning if it was Doncaster Rovers who went in with that bid.
But Sue said it was Luton.
I think a £1 million bid would not come from Donny. Sue's
like it was Luton.
It's reported from Luton. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
I would love to see Rob Street in a Rovers shirt again. I don't think it's going to happen, especially with a new signing. Of his name escapes me, from Houston. He looks rapid. I think that's something that we're missing.
Oh, he could have fun when he gets to South Yorkshire winter.
To be fair, he played up
a Tuesday night in January when sleet's coming down.
I think was it St Mirren that he played for up in Scotland. So I think he'll be fine at this climate.
As long as you don't get your car stuck on where that McDonald's and Aldi is in Bowlby, fine.
Yeah. Nathan, yeah, that's his name. Everyone calls him
T-Lo.
T. So T it's easy to remember that, isn't it? But no, looking at the top of the table, the playoff picture looks incredible. Stop the count now. It'd be Donny versus Barnsley in the semi-final, which would be tasty. Bradford versus Huddersfield in the semi-final, which would also be tasty.
You know, the cream always rises to the top, and Keeler Dunn has just started this season like he did last season. He's just been absolutely super. A cheat code for this league.
Yeah. But no, on Donny, I'm not getting carried away yet. I still think a mid-table season is a very good first season back in League One. It's been a fantastic start. 2-0 defeat at Huddersfield. I think if we finish anywhere near them this season, we'll have had a very good season. We played them off the park for spells, for periods, but like you just said, Ian, the cream rises to the top, and I think their quality did show towards the end of the game and put us to bed a little bit. We looked a bit shell-shocked when we went 1-0 down and didn't really get a foothold in the game after that. But then to respond from that, beat Port Vale, beat Accrington, and get a really good tie at Tottenham in the next round of the Cup, and then also beat Rotherham. So 3 wins after tasting his first defeat. It's a great response. Really happy with the start to the season. I think if we can maintain 1.5, 2 points per game on average, it'll be a fantastic first season back in League One, and I've been buzzing with that. But having said that, would getting promoted to the Championship now be too soon? I think so.
It would.
But I think you've got to grasp it while it's there. And if that opportunity and that door's open, I think we've got to go for it, and just, even if we're whipping.
The thing is, if you don't take it, you do a Charlton, you stay there for too long.
Yeah. But like I said, I'm trying not to get too carried away. We are 13 points towards our 50-point target, and that's the first objective: get to 50, and then see.
Only 37 to go.
Yeah, that's it. 37 points to go, and then we'll see where we are in terms of games played and position and stuff. But no,
though, you look at teams who've gone up. Bradford, Donny, just really showing that they're ready for this.
I think we need to talk about Bradford.
What you mean? You mean they just got pecked by the chickens? I love that.
So you talk about the chickens. I'm sick on them.
What a start!
Yeah,
I mean,
incredible.
Yeah, obviously Bradford fans would think, well, let's hope we're competitive. That you're more than that. Yeah. I mean, the way they came back from being 2-1 down to beat Wimbledon yesterday, that just shows you the fight and the character they've got. Alexander, to me, is a pretty good boss at this level.
Yeah,
he's got a good CV. It's just looking good. It's just looking really good for Bradford. And the infrastructure, there's Championship. The fan base is Championship. The team looking like they could be Championship. It's just a superb start all round.
Yeah. Sue's happy with Lincoln's start as well. Nathan's happy with Donny's start, more than 2 points a game. We're just over 2 points a game, aren't we, at the minute? Charles wanted to talk Stevenage. We will go top 2 in a sec. And Sam thinks that when Bradford lose, they'll drop. And it's about seeing how teams respond after that first defeat. Yeah. We've seen how we've responded.
To be fair, though.
Yeah, but hopefully the first defeat comes on Saturday because we're playing them.
Well, you've also got to remember, though, when Bradford had it last year, when they had like little wobbles, didn't affect them that much. It's still a big lot of that team that got promoted. So I don't think it's going to be that big of a wobble.
I'm just hoping we finish above them, because I've got 20 quid with a Bradford fan to local charities. So he'll be sending 20 quid to East Trust, and I believe I'm sending it to a charity set up for that support the family who were involved, family members involved with the fire. I can't remember the name of it. I've got it bookmarked. So yeah, two good causes that 20 quid will be going to, but I'm hoping it's going to Eve's Trust, but we will see come the end of the season. Two good starts for both Bradford and Donny. Bradford,
Cardiff just
unbeaten,
doing stuff.
Cardiff unbeaten. I thought they'd struggle to adapt because you said earlier, Ian, about that losing mentality and flipping out of it. They've certainly flipped out of it. I don't know, not lost a game in 6.
They absolutely.
A great start as well.
We lost a couple of weeks ago. We lost 3-0 there. It could have been 10. They look so. They look.
They look scary.
Good.
They look scary good. The thing is, though, the thing is that a lot of people for a longer time, Brian Murphy's been one of those ones that have been on the tip of people's tongues about giving him a chance of managing, because he's done so well with that Man City academy, and I mean so well with that Man City academy. I'm not surprised he's having a fantastic time with a bunch of youth players in a Cardiff team, because he knows what he's doing. He doesn't have to do that whole because you get some managers that don't know how to handle a youth player. They're so used to having a professional player, so they don't get that kind of thing. If he'd been in the City academy, he'd learned from some of the best and the best. And seen some of the best and best players.
It's a different style of mentoring, isn't it? Because you've got to protect the body. You've got to protect them in terms of kind of their development as from turning from a boy to a man, playing at that level of football, the physicality, making sure that they're not kind of putting too much in too soon and kind of creating problems that they're going to suffer with.
It's also about building a new culture.
Yeah.
They are definitely they're
new.
You're
kid getting paid thousands of pounds a week. There's, I mean,
how do you stop them blowing it every week on something?
Yeah. It's controlling that testosterone and that kind of urge to, like I said, just.
Actually, I think clubs should. I think clubs higher up the pyramid, they should have their own like club tattooist, because they're all covered in them, aren't they?
Make a fortune.
Make an absolute fortune. But no, that's League One covered for now. Lots of games to go, but it's a good start. We'll leave it at that. And for your sake, Ian, I hope your start does turn around and just, like I say, I think something in that final third, and you'd have got something yesterday with the way that you played. But yeah, it's fine margins.
Yeah.
Jake.
Yeah.
We'll start with a positive. You're not bottom and you're above Sheffield United.
That is a positive, which I'm still shocked by it. The other positive, we're still a club.
Yeah.
Where do you want me to start? Do you want to start from the beginning? Do you want to start in the middle? Do you want to start with... I'll start with the summer. Let me start with the summer because, oh my God, this club had done a lot. Yeah, you missed League 180 ID, you're fine.
You've come at the right time, mate. You've missed League One.
End of season, Danny was already looking like he checked out. We missed paying players for May. We missed playing players for July. We then had it that Danny was flirting with a lot of other clubs, and then eventually we got a decision on him where we said mutual consent, go. Our assistant manager is now our manager, Henrik. He signed up for 3 years. We've been in an embargo for most of the summer. So it's been not paying players and staff, and it's also not paying transfer fees to clubs we already owned. One of them being Hull. We still owe money apparently for Mallet Wilkes, even though he has left. We've lost Josh Windass, Michael Smith, Paul Valentine. No fees done for them because we can't. Josh and Michael both had contract extension given to them. They left. Good luck to them, by the way. Patterson's gone to MK Dons. Fantastic pickup. I think it's one of the best pickups of the league. You look at the situation we're in. We are now currently in, we can't pay a transfer fee or a loan fee till the end of 2027. So 2 years. We can't pay it for anyone.
So it's free agents or nothing?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And even then, they've got to go via the FL's financing reporting people.
Yeah.
Today,
Will that loosen at all if ownership changes? Or
technically no, because
Right.
it technically people think it'll loosen if we get new ownership in. But then what does that give the EFL if a club's in the same position?
Yeah.
It could be get a new owner. You don't have to do this. You can get it lifted.
Yeah.
It puts us in a really it's a weird one. The EFL has been dreadful with communication with it all.
Yeah.
I don't know how he fit and proper. Like generally, surely paying people on time should be part of the test. It's not.
Yeah.
Ironically, it's not. We got the situation that today we've been speaking to the FL to try and sign players. We got a deal lined up with Man U to bring Harry Amas in, and it's lined up, and they are taking away the loan fee. They're not wanting a loan fee, so it's all done.
Good, yeah.
But the problem is, Chansiri hasn't shown the EFL any proof of fund to fund this season.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's not good.
it looks bad.
It's not good.
Yeah, the man is still allowed to own the club.
Yeah, it don't make sense, does it?
No.
Do you think if this regulator is appointed soon, it would make any difference?
I think it would, but I think it's going to take a while because they want it in by November. But they haven't got a board. They haven't got a plan. There's still more things that need to go through the Houses of Parliament for it. You need to... There's the talk that they can use it to take clubs away from owners. But if you actually look into it, it's more about new owners than old owners that it's for.
Yeah.
Which doesn't help
take
us.
away the problems that are happening now.
Yeah. We're
It's
not
just Wednesday. It's not just Wednesday.
It's not just Wednesday, but it's you've also got the thing is as well with what's going on. We don't know how much money he owes to people. We don't the last report, and it's could we not we haven't heard from him since the 12th of April, and that was the turnaround about of people who have put bid to him, and he said it was all bollocks that the bids had come in, and he apparently told them that the bid they put in would get them a League One club. Now, on top of that, we don't know when we're going to be getting a point deduction because we're going to get one. We broke the rules.
Yeah.
We broke it twice for last season because we didn't pay HMRC and we paid payments in March.
Yeah.
And we broke it twice for this season already in the financial year.
Yeah.
The only positive you got is Barry Bannon stayed, so he's been here for 10 years. Legend. He's on lower wages. He could have gone anywhere.
Yeah.
He has stayed. And the only positive you've got a team that are fighting for all they want. They are trying their best to do what they can do.
You can't question the effort that the players are putting in.
They're trying to be competitive. What we did against Leeds was fantastic. And that was a youth team. That was full of under-21s. They looked brilliant. They played well. They fought. Everyone fought for a man. We got the thing where we've had our goalkeeper injured, so we've had to bring in Evan Horfer from Cardiff on emergency loan. That is the only signing we've made. And we need about 5 or 6. I thought we looked really good versus Leicester. Stoke came to us, battered us, but they were easily to play. They played it over box. We went to Wrexham, got a draw, and we could nearly won it at the end.
Yeah.
And it could have been 3-2. We're doing really... It's weird because on the pitch, they're doing the best they can.
Yeah.
Off the pitch, everyone's doing the best they can. But I don't get how the EFL can seem fit and proper.
No.
Because he's not paying bills. He's not paying people on time. We had it versus Stoke. We didn't have any sprinkler working because the water system wasn't working. We haven't got any water in the stadium for washing your hands or anything. Or for stuff like that. The North Stand, we've had the issue with the North Stand, which was shut for a while because he's not done maintenance on it. At the moment, we are doing a complete boycott of anything being bent in the ground. So you're not putting any money in for a pie or pint or Bovril. This is the first year that I can remember that I don't I only have one Wednesday shirt, and because our last pre-ordered it, our third shirt last year, and she didn't tell me. But I haven't put any money in. I ain't bought a shirt. And you know me, I normally have a shirt chant. I normally have a review on the shirt, and I'll show it off on the thing. I'm currently rocking the Royal Oak, which is Steve Bracknell's club, which go look into it funnier than anything. But I got the thing is, I already feel like we're relegated.
Yeah.
And I feel like we could just straight away just give a note to the EFL, forfeit them all, done.
Yeah.
But then what does that mean when we go down to League One if he's still here? Are we going to be in the same position?
Yeah.
I think the people looking at getting us at the minute, there's John Tector, the ex Palace, Leon,
Palace,
and stuff like that. The rumor is that he's going to be start talking to the brokers about getting Wednesday. If he does, great. A lot of people have seen there's lots of things that are not great about him, but right now I'd take anyone to a point who will just come and make a thing.
Talk about taking anybody. Charles got a question for you, Jake. Is there a way for supporters groups to do what Luton did with Gurney and gain shares in a company owned by Chancery, so they can turn it into kind of a joint venture and take control? I don't know. Thing is,
there's not a lot of clubs that can do that.
You need fans to be able to then finance the club, and I don't think
that. You'd need thousands upon thousands of supporters to do that.
Yeah, it'd be difficult, wouldn't it?
The thing is, it's what I think our last thing showed that you got to remember we also don't own the stadium.
No,
he owns it. But we got a thing that yesterday Bailey Cadamartri had a bid from Sheffield United and Blackburn Rovers for £1 million, and we turned it down. The problem is he'd been accepting money for anyone. We sold Gassama to Rangers for 2.2 million. Yeah. You know how much we kept to that? You know how much we kept to that deal? 1.1 because it was a 50% sell on to PSG.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's not good business, is it?
It this whole thing where as long as they put that fight that we're seeing on the pitch, I will support them 100%.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. There's a saying that's been going around the place from Liam Palmer to Barry Bannon when he signed his contract till the wheel fall off.
Yeah.
And that's how it feels at the minute, till the wheel fall off.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll go bust, but
hope not.
I also had the other thing, I don't know.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, as long as they put the fight in the show in, they do the best, and I might be sat here tomorrow. I'm still doing a transfer deadline day tomorrow because I like transfer deadline day. We're not signing no one. It's just Monday for us. But the thing is, it's been the hardest time on the channel to do videos and feel positive.
Yeah.
Because I've been saying the same thing or saying something different. But as long as I can keep going, and as long as like the channel hit 5K.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, but like, can I have it for something positive? Like in the club. But they're below us, they're having a shitter time, they know they want the manager out. So I'm gonna take a positive with that, but we'll see what happens. A lot can change. If this team goes on a run,
Ipswich who have just come down yet to win a game.
Exactly.
So it might not be as bad as it looks on the pitch.
We got a draw versus Wrexham. I'm happy. We'll be in the documentary.
Yeah. That's it.
Sam Davies,
apology for taking a long time. That was just a lot of information to get out.
A lot has happened at Sheffield Wednesday this summer.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe Blades, because the squad that they've got is incredible. I mean, it's just full of quality. Something Sellers is doing there, it's just not sticking.
Not working, is it?
Yeah, I mean, Sam said here that sacking Wild has killed his chance and to have time to build anything, because similar at Man United when Fergie went, you've sacked a legend who was doing well, and then he's come in, struggled because of not start. Well, they started dreadfully.
To
haven't they?
be fair, Ferguson didn't get sacked. He retired.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I get what they're saying.
Yeah.
I think if Wilder was still there, they wouldn't be stood there on 0 points.
No,
I don't think so at all.
Well, the thing is, a lot of what United fans are saying, it's down to this AI model of signing players. They're not using Gout, they're using an AI model to find players. But I think they ditched that now. When you look at the likes of bringing in Kanga and Chong and others, kind of thing. I think they're ditching that now. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting.
If Gustav Hamer goes to Leeds like it's widely predicted, they've lost a championship cheat code because he is a wonderful player.
Yeah, very, very good player. Other teams in and around this area that kind of we wouldn't expect to be there. I don't think there's any. To be fair, I think
that's all out there. Yeah, apart from Ipswich.
I expected Oxford to struggle.
Yeah.
Second syndrome.
Yeah. So yeah, for us at the minute, Sheffield United, Ipswich are probably the two teams that we're looking at being in a false position to where we expected them. Wrexham, they've adapted fairly well. 1 win, 1 draw, 2 defeats.
They've got about 19 midfielders. They've got like 19 midfielders right now. He's just about to sign Ben Sheaf from Coventry.
Good player.
A very good player, don't get me wrong, but 19 is a bit. They need to sell players.
Yeah.
They've got a really good home for you. I don't care if they're 35 plus, as long as you don't mind having nothing for nothing.
Yeah. They've just uploaded Ollie Palmer, aren't they?
I
think
Swindon.
Swindon.
I think Wrexham fans would be happy with that though. After
I will offer you this pen.
Southampton as well, not quite hitting the ground running back in the Championship.
Will still can take a while though to adapt, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Pompey flying.
Yeah, Preston doing well,
aren't they?
Didn't expect to see them
again. Messinho and continuity at Pompey. Yeah, it counts for a lot.
Yeah, does indeed.
Mark Robins doing Mark Robin things. Let's just call it what it is. Mark Robins is doing Mark Robin things at Stoke.
Yeah.
They were beaten yesterday though, weren't they? First time.
Yeah, but again, last season they were struggling. They were in a bit of a relegation scrap, looking over the shoulder, and then to be sat third in the table. It's very early days, isn't it? Though only 4
Also,
games
can we just talk about Swansea and what they've had during the summer? Luka Modric in vet and Snoop Dogg. What in the world am I looking at?
Yeah, when it was in the announcement video, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it must be something about Welsh football. What with them and Wrexham.
But yeah, I remember I was scrolling through Twitter and I just saw Modric with a Swansea shirt. I was like, they've signed Modric. Well, surely he's retired by now. He's got to have retired, and then
he's at AC Milan,
and he's part owner, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he got like 10%.
Crazy. Middlesbrough, top of the tree at the moment. 4 wins, played 4. Donny managed to batter them 4-0 with a fully changed squad in the Carabao Cup. I think they changed about 4 or 5 players. So based on that, we'd be top of the Championship. I'll take that.
It just shows you that, I mean, when they sacked Carrick, I thought it was a bad move. It wasn't. It was a masterstroke.
Yeah.
But,
it was indeed.
But, again, transfer with deadline day tomorrow, if Hackney's still there.
Can we just also give Ryan Mason a credit for how well he's doing for his first job at West Brom?
Yeah.
Really
well, the Baggies are always competitive in the Championship. They're always round the top, and they had
we are forgetting one result we need to talk about: Coventry battering QPR 7-1.
Yeah, we've not really touched on any individual results, have we? I think
you have to on that one though. Come on.
I think Jonathan Mordecai mentioned a 4-0 earlier on in the chat. I can't find it now, but I think that's the one that stands out this month as a one to talk about for sure. Everything that Coventry hit went in.
Yeah.
14 goals in 4 games.
I think didn't they have an XG like 0.9 in that game as well, and there was 7-0 up. It's just
what might be a good idea if we're doing this once a month? Shall we pick a game which looks like it's one of the high scoring ones and have that one the one we like talk about, like game of the month?
Yeah, I think it's going to evolve this season, especially doing it once the last Sunday every month. But yeah, I think maybe pick one key result out of each league to talk about for that.
Ian, when it comes to February March time, we need to send a cardboard cut out, and Dan just needs to hit play, and we'll do it for him. He can be absolutely knackered.
I'm sure I'll be able to manage an hour. We will see. But no, we are still doing a fantasy EFL table. So if you are doing this at the minute, 72 Review League, get involved with that. We've got
Bailey's not top.
Yeah, we've got 11 people in it at the minute, so please do join. Only 200 points, 242 points at the bottom at the minute. And yeah, look at 50 Shades of Graham. I like that, Bailey. But currently sat in third, needs to up his game. So yeah, M. Patterson, Crows, Leah, FC, currently 364 points, leading the way. But as with the other tables, it's very early days, isn't it? So plenty of change. Ian, you're above me once again.
Remember, next week it's international break, so there'll only be League One and League Two players.
There we go.
Ian, one for you, by the way. I don't know if you know about this.
Go on.
Do you know they're doing a 72 sticker album this year in November?
Yeah, I had heard something about that.
In November, there's a 70. There's a 72 sticker album coming out.
Yeah.
I've got a baby on way. I can't be spending money on stickers.
you can't even afford to go to Spurs. I'd sell a kidney for that picture.
I don't think it's a case he can't afford it. I think it's a case of he's been told no.
No. Everybody were happy for me to go. It's unfortunate that I am on a course at work. So
can't you turn around and say, "Oh, is it near London?" Oh, sorry.
I will be asking the course organizer if there's any chance of having a half day that day, but I'm not holding my breath. We'll see. But no, we've ticked over the hour mark. Kind of touched on all 3 divisions. It is very early days, so it's difficult to see really who's pushing on at this point or who's going to struggle. It does start to kind of settle down 10 games in. So I think on the 28th of September, that is our next show, the last Sunday of every month, 6:30. We'll have a little bit better of an idea of who's looking like they're going up, who's looking like they're going down.
Only ATID, we're going down.
Yeah, ATID is confident that they are going down. Not even a debate. We'll see. There's plenty of football to be played, mate. But yeah,
ATID, do you fancy making a new club with me? Fancy making a brand new club?
Yeah.
Sheffield Argyle.
Yeah.
But we will be picking a result out from September as well, from each division to talk about, so that we've got a bit more structure, something to look at as well. But yeah, we'll go around the screen. Any final words? We'll start with Jake.
Just I want to say a quick one on Morecambe, because we haven't mentioned it. Morecambe finally got their ownership sorted and everything's looking really positive for them again. And as 3 people on the screen who have had issues with ownerships and clubs and stuff like that, don't ever, even if it's a rival, don't ever like throw at a rival like your club going bust or something like that. For some people, this is all they got. And for there's so many of the fan base I know in ours at minute whose mental health is through the toilet because all they got is the football on a Saturday. So put yourself in their shoes, ask them if they're all right, and maybe even turn around and say, look, when they're doing crap, let's go to a non-league game and get them into a non-league club for a little bit just to get their love of football back.
Yeah,
good,
I agree with that.
Good advice, that.
One good thing, Jake, is I know of a really good Yorkshire team at the minute who you can come and watch because there's always plenty of seats at the Eco Power Stadium.
I don't know if I'm allowed. The problem I have when I go back to Donny, because I lived there and I'm from there, I get my shoulder go back and I have to be on guard, and I don't know why.
That's just being in Donny. You need eyes in back of your head.
Good point.
Ian, any final words before I wrap up, pal?
I've missed these. Sunday night chats. Yeah, just everybody support your clubs. Just even though sometimes it's difficult, like this weekend's been difficult for me. But yes, just keep right on. Don't look using a Birmingham City analogy there. And we'll see you all at the back end of September.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff.
And before we go, from me and Ian, congratulations to you and Vic. You're going to make fantastic parents.
Absolutely.
Enjoy it. And when you come on here and you had the thing where I've been complaining about lack of sleep and kids, you'll know what it's like.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody who watches these shows will see a clear difference in my colour, bags under eyes and everything, but we will endeavour to
I'm
bring
only
shows
27.
Good old Yorkshire water. But no, I echo what Jake and Ian have said. It's about supporting your club, supporting your mates, even if they support other clubs, making sure that people are all right, because it is a community. It is pretty much everything that some people have got. So there's tough times, but around the corner there is good times. More recently for us, we've had a couple of poor seasons, but it's an absolute pleasure going down to watch Donny Rovers at the minute. And I'm sure the good times will come back for Rotherham and Sheffield Wednesday and your team. If you're watching and you're not going
and
through
just
the
remember,
best.
Dan, you've got the joy of letting your little one walk down to the Eco Power, holding your hand, going to a game.
Yeah,
the best feeling in the world.
Tell you what, if it says it wants to support Rotherham, it's getting chucked in canal. But no, I'm going to leave you on that. We are back on the 28th of September. We'll cover September, 6:30. We hope you've enjoyed this one. If you're watching it through the week, please stick a big thumbs up on it. Get into the description, check these guys' channels out. Subscribe to us all if you haven't already. Have a great month, and we will see you in the next one.
See ya.